Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. And I just want to say thank you to you. You know, so amazing, all the comments and all the love, and this family is real and it's so beautiful, it blows my mind. And I'm so excited for the Christmas party on Monday. So on Monday we're all going to gather together. I'm going to be live at 6 p.m. UK time for the winter solstice. And we're going to be live for about 3 hours. We're going to have a party. We're going to bring in some party games. We're going to bring in some messages from the masculines. And we're going to do the giveaway. And if you want to get involved in that giveaway, I'm giving away 18 things on Monday. Then the videos are in the giveaway playlist. So go and check them out, comment. And I'm going to be picking the winners on Monday morning and then announcing them at the live stream. So you've got until Sunday night UK time to get involved in that. And the angels always guide me to who deserves or needs the cards at that time, you know. The angels guide, not deserves, that's the wrong word, but who needs them, you know, who needs the cards, who will benefit from the cards. Thank you, angels. So the angels guide me to that. So get involved in that. It's super exciting, especially if you're spending money on Christmas right now and, you know, you don't really want to kind of put money away to buy a deck. It's a great way to get involved with the giveaway. There's emotion around today, twin flames. You're going to be feeling it. Maybe you've had a sleepless night last night, or you've been dreaming about your twin, or you've just woke up feeling a bit anxious, emotional. You're feeling the emotion not only of your divine masculine and your own emotions, but the emotions in the world. It's an emotional time. We're moving into the new year. We're moving into Christmas time. So we have to be strong and realise that what we're feeling is connected with our ascension. Whether you're still going through physical things or you're feeling emotional things, I feel we're more moving into the emotional side of things right now. You know, when I'm connecting with the masculine energy, I'm still feeling a blocked throat chakra because things still need to be coughed up. They're preparing for that. And really powerful because if you want to know about the stag, go and watch the Advent message I've done for today because it'll blow your mind. Another sign about masculine transformation and healing. And I want to give a big shout out to our soul sister who sent me this beautiful little dress. You know, it's like a little tunic dress. I love it. And I'll just grab it here. A big shout out to whomever sent me the past live oracle deck. Now, I used to have this deck when Doreen Virtue was, you know, actually producing decks, and I actually gifted it to someone. And I've been trying to get it for so long and it's so expensive, and it came through the post. I just want to say a big thank you for this. Okay, I actually received this a couple of days ago and I haven't mentioned it because I'm going to do a pick-a-pile with this today. So we're going to do a past life pick-a-pile today. And thank you so much from my heart to your heart for this deck. It's so beautiful and it means the world. So before we go into the cards, and we're going to use the masculine, we're going to use the Beyond Indigo Divine Union deck for the masculines. We're going to use the feminine messages of love for the feminine and the twin flame messages by Mystic Moon to get an overview of the day and see what the energy is. And then we're going to bring in the Sirian Starseed Tarot, one of my favourite decks. I've pinched this from George. And then 2 decks that I've pinched from George, and I don't know what they are, but they've got masculine energy on them because he uses them. So I'm excited to use these. But first I want to give you an update on the signs that we see. And remember, it's not just about the cards, it's the whole reading that's important. Now, yesterday I spoke about the signs that you see, however they come to you. And a lot of signs have been coming to you lately through music, the things you see on social media, and the adverts in, you know, the video, through the video. And it's really powerful because so many of you were commenting and emailing me about these powerful signs that you'd seen during the adverts on the video. And it just blows my mind. So last night I watched the Colbys again, Dynasty 2, and I didn't get to watch a lot because I was busy most of the day. But the first thing that caught my eye was I put the new disc in. And I actually shared it on the story. One of the episodes was called The Reunion. And I was like, wow, just throwing that in the face for Christmas then. The reunion. So a big sign about the reunion. You know, you and your divine masculine coming together in reunion. that means you're coming together, you're talking, you're spending time together, and your masculine is getting things off their chest. Now, I didn't watch that episode because I didn't get time, so I'll be watching that later, but it's still the sign that you see. And then we went through to, you know, what was going on with Fallon and Jeff, and I spoke about this yesterday. So Fallon has now kind of realised through her son LB that she is Fallon, not Randall. So she's kind of come into awareness of who she is. She doesn't remember properly, but she's coming into awareness, just like the masculines do. And you've got Jeff and Miles battling for her love. So you've got Jeff, who's her true love, her true twin flame, who she's meant to be with. And then Miles, who's come into her life after as a karmic partner to kind of wake her up and make sure she's okay and guide her where she's meant to be. And that's so powerful. I mean, think about this. I talk about this constantly, how all paths lead home. And, you know, in the Colbys, what happened was Fallon lost her memory. She had amnesia because of a traumatic event. And, you know, she went kind of away from where she lived. She didn't know anyone. And she ran into Miles Colby. I mean, what are the odds of that? You know, and she got to know him and she fell for him, and, you know, they got married, which was on a whim, which is sometimes what the masculines do too. You know, they do things on a whim, or they get tangled up in things that they really shouldn't. I mean, she'd lost her memory, she doesn't know who she is, and she got married on a whim. But Miles took her back to the family home where she ran into her twin flame, Jeff, and, you know, moved towards the journey of remembering and awakening to who she is. So all paths lead home. That's the point. So Miles, the karmic partner, led her where she was meant to be. And obviously it's obvious that she's not going to be with him. You know, you can tell. But obviously if you're in that situation, the ego comes in and creates fear. And that's what Jeff is feeling, even though he's adamant that they're meant to be together. So I've just wrote down some of these signs, okay, because it's really powerful. And I had to keep stopping the episode to write it down because I was blown away. It just blows my mind. And not only what's going on with Jeff and Fallon in there, but there's also two more twin flame connections in the Colbys. I mean, what are the odds? It's an 80s show. And, you know, when it comes on, by the way, I just love it because the music for Dynasty just does me in. It reminds me of the childhood and it brings back memories. But the music for Dynasty 2, the Colbys, and that's what they call it, Dynasty 2. It's like Superman music, you know, do, 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 do. And every time it comes on, I'm like, wow, you know, it just raises my vibration. Or as Ralph Smart says, raising the vibration. So it makes you feel good, and it makes me feel good. And, you know, George is away right now, so I need something to make me feel good because, you know, I'm missing him. And I know you're missing your twin, so that's why this video, you know, this angel video, because that's what it is. You know, I'm connecting with the angels. I'm just a girl passing this message on. Is here to raise your vibration. So remember your power. So I'm going to talk about Fallon and Jeff, but we've got Jason Colby, who is Miles's dad, okay, and he's married to Sable Colby. And then you've got Jeff's mum, Francesca, who they've got this love for each other, okay? So it's clear just watching it. I've no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you as it goes on. But Jeff obviously can see something's happening here. But Jason Colby, married to Sable, is seen through Sable more and more because Francesca's come back into their lives and they have this bond, and it's unlike anything either of them have ever felt before. They're trying to stop themselves from feeling it because, you know, he's married, but they can't fight the feeling. And they keep running into each other in the house, and they live in this big mansion. So they keep running into each other and spending time together. And it's just so beautiful. And, you know, last night in the episode, Sable's like more money orientated and all material orientated, which a lot of the karmic partners are. You know, they're soul teachers, so, you know, I don't like look down at them or, you know, say bad things about the karmic partner, but a lot of the masculines are with people who are quite 3D orientated and who care about status and money and things like that. And the feminine, you know, Francesca only cares about the love. So he's kind of seen through Sable. And he said, wow, you're a stranger to me and I don't sleep with strangers. and he left the bedroom and he went downstairs. And I was like, wow. So that's a big sign that the masculines, if you're worried that they are sleeping with their karmic partner, the angels are saying they don't sleep with strangers. So you have to realise they are waking up and understanding the truth of this situation. And the truth is that Jason loves Francesca and they are truly meant to be. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that connection in the show progresses. We've also got Constance. Now, Constance is an elderly lady. She's the grandmother in it. You know, she must be like 70s, 80s, and this is the sign about true love. You know, so if you're elderly on this journey, you know, if you're the elder one, you know, if you're in your later years, you know, the hope is not lost, because for Constance, she's just met up with Hutch, who's her, you know, twin flame, and he doesn't know really anything about her, apart from her name. He doesn't know she's a Colby, because she's called Constance Patterson, and they're coming together. And it's really beautiful to see all these connections coming together, and even when things seem to be in the way, you know, the family right now think that she's being used, and, you know, that he's using her for money and all these things, but it's true love. It's beautiful. So it'd be interesting to see how that pans out too. So, you know, all these connections going on, but, you know, this came through, okay? You can't stop, you can't stop true love, okay? And what happened was, Jeff was having a conversation, and somebody said to him, I can't remember offhand who it was, but said, you can't skip to the end to see what happens, okay? You have to read the chapters and have patience. So someone was saying to him, because he was like, I'm going to end up with Fallon, you know, we're meant to be together. And someone said to him, you can't skip to the end of the book to see what happens. What's the point in that? You miss out on the journey. But you have to read the chapters, live the chapters, and have patience. So what a beautiful message coming through there. You know, you can't skip ahead and see what happens sometimes. Even though you know that you're meant to be, it would be so much easier if you could just pick up that book of your life and skip to the end and say, yeah, we're going to end up together then, that will relax me. But it won't grow you, okay? If you knew exactly what was going to happen in your life, and none of us know what's going to happen, only the Creator knows that, it would be so boring and mundane, because we wouldn't know. You know, we'd know everything, and we wouldn't know what the twists and turns mean and how it all, you know, falls into place. We wouldn't really understand it from a spiritual point of view. You know, we'd just say, right, that's what happens then, let's get on with it. What would be the point? So you can't skip to the end to see what happens. You have to have patience and read the chapters. And that's experiencing the book of your life, your twin flame love. It says, why did I leave Jeff? This is what happened. So Fallon started remembering her memory. Okay, she went back in time, and they did the hypnosis and the regression, and she had some truth serum, and she remembered. And she said to someone, why did I leave Jeff? I loved him so much. Okay, and the masculines are like that. Why did I leave him or her? I loved him or her so much, you see. So your masculine will give me tears. So this upsets your masculine, because I'm tuning into them as I'm talking about this. Okay, this is just kind of like the kind of catalyst to help you understand your journey, you know, talking about this. So, you know, she's saying, why did I leave Jeff? I loved him so much. So she's saying, why did I leave? You know, they were about to get married, they've got a child, they were getting remarried. Why did I leave? I loved him so much. And she was talking to the psychiatrist, and he turned back to her and said, because you hated Fallon and felt unworthy. So you discarded Fallon and all that went with her. Now think about that for a minute. Think about your twin flame's name, okay? So in this case, it's Fallon. It's a female divine masculine. But it could be any name, okay? So why did I leave you behind? I loved you so much. That's what your masculine is saying to you. And the angels are saying, because you hated yourself and you felt unworthy of your person. So you discarded that person, yourself, and all that went with her. So, you know, your masculine is kind of, when they're in separation, when they're processing, when they walk away from you, they are discarding their self, because they don't like themselves very much, and they don't like who they are. They know they've got to change themselves, heal their core wounds, their belief systems, all that pain, to be worthy of your love. So it's not that they don't love you. It's not that they don't want to spend time with you. It's because they are dealing with their fear. And it's important that you know that. And then Jeff says, she says to Jeff, I know everything now, I'm so sorry. So she goes to Jeff and she hugs Jeff. And she says, I know everything now, I'm so sorry. But she's still married to Miles. So she says, I can't be with either of you right now. I need to work out what I want, who I am. So that's what the masculines do. They go within themselves to work it out. That means if they are with a karmic partner, they're holding them at arm's length because they feel like a stranger to them. They need to work out who they are, and that's why that you go into separation, and that's why they ghost block or ignore you most of the time when they're processing, because they're working it out. So Jeff said, he was talking to his mother, I think it was, and said to his mother, okay, and this is you, remember, Fallon will come back to me. I know she will. It's just a matter of time. I know she loves me. We have to end up together. Okay? And that's how you have to be as a divine feminine. Knowing with faith that you have to end up together. Yes, you can't skip ahead and look at the end of the book. You have to live the chapters. But you know in your heart and soul that this is real. And, this is her mother saying, yeah, but she must have loved Miles because she got married to him. And Jeff's like, yeah, but she didn't know who she was. She didn't know what she was doing. And that's so true, So again, it doesn't matter what anyone says to you, your mother, your father, your friends, your family, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you feel, which is real. And then Francesca and Jason were having a moment, a conversation. And remember, his karmic wife is in the bedroom. And he's come downstairs. They're talking about a poem that means something to them. Ask me no more, our fate is sealed. So powerful. Ask me no more, our fate is sealed. So you don't need to ask anymore about whether this love is real or not real. You know it is. And you know that your fate is sealed. So this is about having unwavering faith and trust that this journey is real. How powerful is that? So let's do an overall energy then of the journey, because every day I'm shuffling. So I hope you're enjoying, the update on the Colbys. I'm pretty much loving it. George is away till Monday, so, there's no Walking Dead till then. So I'm watching the Colbys instead. So what do we need to know, please, angels? What's the general energy around the connection today? Wow. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. So you're masculine feeling a lot of regret today. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. I'm sorry. So, your masculine knows they've made mistakes. And this just kind of continues on from the Divine Masculine Confession message we did the other day. Your masculine apologising to you for being selfish, for behaving that way. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. And that really resonates with that message from Fallon. Fallon saying to Jeff, I'm so sorry. I remember now and I'm sorry. Fallon didn't know what she was doing. She discarded herself because she hated herself. She hated who she was. And she had to change that and learn to love herself again. And that's what your masculine is doing. Your masculine is learning to love themselves so they can truly love you. So I feel badly. This means that they feel bad. So if you're watching this thinking my masculine doesn't really care, they feel bad for what they've done. I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. No, you didn't, Divine Feminine. You didn't deserve that. But everything that happened to you through them taught you so much. It gave you power. It's made you who you are today. So what's going on with your masculine today? New love. Wow, new love. Now, this is powerful because they're saying to you, it will be new love. Okay? So I don't want you to look at that card and think, what, they're going to be with a new love? This is about them suggesting to you that it needs to be a new love. This is the angels saying to you, it can't go back to what it was. Even if it was great at the beginning, wonderful and magical, it then turned on its head and you didn't deserve what happened, but you learned from that situation. So it's been reborn or birthed into a new love. So this is kind of your masculine saying to you, can we start again? Can you forgive me for what I've done? And that's why he's saying, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, but it needs to be a new love. And this is also another reason sometimes why they move into a new love. Okay, so what I'm feeling is this is a big message today that your love is being reborn into something new, especially as you move into the new year. But it's also to help you to understand if they did jump into another relationship and it felt like they did, it's because they were dealing with it. And all paths lead home. In other words, think about Fallon meeting Miles and Miles guided her back to that home. Okay, all paths lead home. So if they are involved with a new love, if you're watching this and, you feel that they are with someone else or it's new, the new love will guide them home to you. You have to trust that. And you don't deserve that, and it hurts and it's painful, but it teaches you self-worth. It teaches you how important you are. And sometimes third-party situations come in so that the masculines realise where their true love lives. See? Just like Fallon was taken back to the home where her true love lives. So powerful. But for most of us, this is new love. New love. Even for me and Georgia in union, it's new. It's a new love. It's building every single day. I'm excited for him to come back on Monday so we can make it new again. So this is what happens. The journey is constantly renewing. The love is constantly renewing into a new love. Wow. Okay, there we go. This is what you want to say to your masculine from the feminines here. Okay, I'm taking the ones out that are jumping. So the message we've got coming through, okay, let me just find it. I'm trying to find something to stand these cards up with. And I'm glad you're loving the way I'm doing the thumbnails right now. I love showing you the cards. It's so beautiful. So we've got, you were everything I could ever want. Wow. So you're saying to your masculine, you are everything I could ever want. So at times it's hard to understand that if they are everything you could ever want, why they would be with a new love, or why it would need to be a new love if it's so powerful anyway, because, they're all you want. But you have to understand this is a journey of growth and learning. And they learn through this journey and through the things they experience and go through that you are everything they could ever want. So you have to replace doubt with faith and fear with love. And, a big one we go through as a divine feminine is jealousy. That was my biggie, jealousy. I grew up feeling like jealous about everything because of things from my childhood and core wounds from the past. So if you've been healing jealousy, that's another reason why, you are a twin flame and you go through separation, because you realise that you are enough, that you are good enough, that you are worthy, and that nobody does compare to you. So you don't have to try and compete or compare with anyone, because when you're healing jealousy, you feel like you're always competing or it's never enough. And that's why sometimes you can't get involved with unavailable people in your karmic life. That happened to me. Involved with people I couldn't have, or people who couldn't really be with me. A blocking throat chakra there. So, that helps you to speak your truth, to be proud of who you are, to know yourself. I am here and I love you. So you're saying to your masculine, it's okay. When your masculine saying, I feel badly for the way I treated you, you didn't deserve that, I couldn't do right by you and I'm sorry. You're saying, it's okay, I'm here. I love you, I'm here. So you're reassuring your masculine that, the love is real. That's so beautiful. And I love you and I always will. Wow. So this is also recognition for you, divine feminine, that this love is real. You'll love them and you always will. If you're watching this thinking, I've had enough of this connection, I've had enough, I don't need it anymore, it's too painful, I don't want it, you'll love them and you always will. So stop fighting against the current. Just let the current take you where it's meant to go, okay? That means just surrender and trust your journey. You are safe. So let's do some cards then. So can we have a message, please? Well, look at that straight away. The Two of Flames, and that's your twin flame journey. And this is awareness coming in here. So you and your twin, divine feminine, divine masculine, connected in love. This is the vision. Okay, so powerful. These cards are bigger than me, okay? So we're going to shuffle them like this. So can I have a message, please, angels, for the divine feminines? There we go. Can I have a message, please, angels, for the divine masculines? Okay, there we go. Okay, 2 off for the masculines. And can we have a message for the journey? Thank you, thank you. Wow. I do shuffle a lot different than other readers because I follow my intuition. okay? It's not a show. This has to be realistic, and the angels guide me this way. So, if you're learning to do cards, and if you are learning about tarot and you want to know more, I've got a free tarot series in the playlist. Go and check that out. I've also got a video on how to read angel cards. So you shuffle the cards however you feel guided. Don't let anyone tell you that you should be doing it a certain way or, in a certain place. You do it how you feel guided to do it, because that's authentic and that's you. Can we have a message, please, for the feminine? Thank you. A message for the masculine. Thank you, angels. And messages for the journey. Wow. Sometimes they just jump into my hands and I know they're the right cards, because every day I'm shuffling. There we go. Message for the feminine. There we go, on the floor. And there's another one sticking out there. A message for the divine masculines. Wow, there we go. And a message for the journey. I have no idea what these cards are. We don't really keep the guidebooks to hand because we've got cards all over the place. So, if anyone does know what these two decks are, write it down in the comments and I'll pin it, okay? So let's look at the masculine energy then. So we know they're feeling a bit of regret. Yeah, look at this, powerful. We've got the 8 of chalices and we've got angel bumps. Are you ready for this? The 3 of chalices. This is reunion, okay? This is showing you they're walking away from something to bring in reunion. So again, that episode in the Colbys, the reunion, it's another sign there. The universe is always speaking to you. Someone commented and said, I'm seeing couples everywhere and it's driving me mad. I don't like it because, it's the universe hurting me, or, and they're seeing it the wrong way. If you're seeing couples, throw your hands up in the air because you're being blessed. The angel's saying, here you go. Do you want this? It's coming to you. Yes, yes, yes. If you're seeing twins coming into union, into communication, it's a sign of what's coming for you. The universe is giving you a preview of your life. So be grateful. And that's what this is here. The masculine showing you they are walking away from the past. They are releasing the past to move into a reunion with you, a celebration. And this is happening. It's happening now. It's been happening since the 8-8 portal. And it's still moving us forward into the energy of March. So August to March, reunions coming together, okay? Movement, celebration. And right now, we're in this energy of festive period with Christmas time and the New Year. So they're very clearly thinking about a celebration, about being with you, coming to you, coughing things up, speaking their truth. So this is a massive sign that the masculines are releasing their past to be with the divine feminine. Expectation, okay? So the message I've got coming through with this expectation card is release the expectation, okay? Release the expectation of how you expect it to be, because the masculines will never ever live up to that expectation until you're in union. So you have to release all of that. Release it. This is why they're saying to you, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, because the feminine sometimes wants it a certain way or expects it to happen a certain way, and it's not on your time, it's on God's time. So release expectation. And this is what they're thinking about today. They're transforming. Again, can you see there you've got like that herd of buffaloes moving forward. So collective movement here for the masculines. We've also got patterns. Releasing patterns. Releasing behaviour, toxic behaviour. Can you hear that? Sounds like something's been swept up outside. They're sweeping things away. They're cleaning things up. They're sorting things out. And we've got formation. So they're starting to form their thoughts into a formation. They're starting to understand how all the pieces of the jigsaw fit together. And it was so amazing how many of you commented saying you've seen adverts with the pieces of the puzzle fitting together, because things are moving into a formation right now. And thank you, angels, are saying the formation is the movement. Can you hear it getting louder? And that's also about the masculine's voice getting louder. Things are getting louder, so you have to speak louder. We've got 10 a lot here. The places in between, and this is separation, are important for my growth. So your masculine is saying to you, I've got angel bumps. The places in between, which is separation, in between the meeting of the feminine and the masculine and the union, of the feminine and the masculine. The places in between are important for my growth. I can release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. So your masculine is saying, I'm now releasing myself from old patterns and the past, and I choose to feel at peace. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. I've got angel bumps, okay? See how the cards are repetitive here. I release all that no longer serves me, and the sun will shine again. How beautiful is that? The in-between place, that separation. That's when you're not quite together yet. Even if you're in communication, it's still an in-between place because your masculine may be hot and cold, needs to make a decision and needs to, be with you completely. So the in-between place, got angel bumps, so powerful. The in-between place is important for my growth. So your masculine hopes you can understand that today and is saying that to you and suggesting to you why it happens the way it does. The in-between place is important for my growth. I love that, so powerful. Wow, look at this for the feminine. There we go, Two of Flames. So I was obviously meant to show it to you. The Two of Flames, the Two of Wands, the vision, the movement together, the fire is burning. So what that's showing me, even if there's communication issues, the blocking throat chakra, even if there's communication issues, even if you're in separation, both flames are burning, and both flames are burning bright. Okay, burning bright. Look how bright they are. It's not like one's gone out. It's not like one's not paying attention. Your masculine is doing the work. So this is joint work into union. And you can see there you've got the face behind. This is about the angels are always watching over the journey, and your masculine is always there. The world is in your hands. Things are growing. Wow, we've got magnetism coming in here for the feminine. And this is you magnetizing things to you. Being magnetized by this love. You are a divine magnet. And the divine magnet brings the divine masculine back. So when you're in your power, feeling strong, feeling good, feeling alive with everything, you magnetize everything magnetically into your life. So remember that you are a magnet and thoughts become things. We've got Anchor Watt here. Anchor Watt or Angkor Watt. This is you. Listen to this. I have the courage to live my heaven on earth. Wow. I have the courage to live my heaven on earth. That means that you're operating in a high frequency. You're living your heaven on earth, meaning you're feeling good, you're living in joy, in gratitude, in bliss, and you're seeing heaven wherever you go. Belinda Carlisle did a song, Heaven is a Place on Earth, and the angels say that to you. Your life can be heaven or it can be hell. It's how you perceive it to be. If you're living in positivity and optimism and love, you're living in heaven. If you're living in fear and negativity, you're living in hell. You have the choice. So this is all about choices. Your masculine is saying to you, the in-between place is the place I grow. I need that for my growth. So you have to look at it now like, okay, that's great. I'm working on me. I'm strong and powerful. Instead of thinking, oh, more time. Why can't it be now? It has to be in divine time, not your time. As above, so below. I am aware that sometimes things must fall apart to be restored as I would wish. I've got angel bumps. What a beautiful message. Thank you, angels. So glad I pinched these cards off George. So, I want to know what they are because I want a deck. So, the angels saying here, as above, so below. That means that you are connected with everything. You are energy. And as above, the 5D realm, so below on the 3D realm. That means that you can feel the way you feel for your twin on the 5D in your physical world. I am aware. So you're becoming aware, divine feminine, that sometimes things must fall apart. In other words, go into the in-between time, the separation, to be reborn as I would wish. How powerful is that? Reborn as you would wish into a new love. And that's what they want to cough up today. A new love, wherever I put the card. So being reborn into new love. Absolutely powerful. And look at this one. We've got, this is Ajanta Caves. Enlightenment is a journey. Wow, these are beautiful. Enlightenment is a journey, and you're on a journey right now of enlightenment to find your way to union, where you find your enlightenment. I show compassion, and compassion is the big one. You have to have compassion for yourself and your twin flame to respect and understand their journey, to forgive them, to release the past, to trust in the divine timing. I show compassion to myself and all living beings. And this is also about the karmic partner, realizing that it wasn't Miles's fault that, Fallon loved Jeff. It wasn't Miles, he just fell in love, he couldn't help it, but all paths lead home. So have compassion for the karmic partner, as hard as it may be, even if they're like Sable Colby and, they're kind of milking Jason Colby for everything, and he's trapped in that connection. Bless it, because have compassion, all paths lead home. It allows you to know that you are better than them, that you are stronger than them, and you're in your power more than them. And all beings, I can be centered within chaos. Wow, I can be centered within chaos. That's an affirmation. So that's not something, you feel that, you've got to get. That's something you can choose now. Whatever chaos, they're giving me fear. Wow, whatever fear is coming up, whatever chaos is going on, you can be centered within that chaos. That's by being in the now and knowing yourself and trusting this journey. All my past lives, and thank you because we've got the past life deck, I'm going to do a pick a pile later. All my past lives have brought me to this perfect moment of realization and wisdom. Wow. Everything you've been through up to this point, whether it be in this lifetime or a past lifetime, has got you to this point with realization and wisdom. So powerful. Amazing messages coming through today. For the journey, look at this, the Four of Flames. This is building a future. This is building that foundation. This is things coming together because all paths lead to the kingdom. All paths lead home. We've got here the master of chalices. Love it. The master of emotion. So you're learning to master your emotion. Look what we've got there, the eyes, okay? And I'm really feeling the eyes today, emotion, feeling, because you're learning to master your emotion. And that's at the core. So this is a big sign that core wounds are being healed right now. And they're affecting, can you see there, the throat chakra? They're affecting the heart chakra, the fear that's being released from the solar plexus there. So if you're having any stomach issues, any acid indigestion, any burping, any coughing, it's all connected because you are awakening and being enlightened to this truth. And there's potential. There's potential for this connection. Your twin flame lives in you. Your twin flame resides within you. They never went away. Separation is illusion. It's a trick of the mind. And we've got Mecca. I realise my peace. I radiate, okay, it says I realise my peace is outwards. So what I'm feeling intuitively, I read that wrong for a reason, okay, that you control and master your emotion because you are the master of chalices, okay. So you're realising that you are the master of your emotion. So you realise that your peace is outwards, outside of you when you feel it inside. So I radiate my peace outwards. I have faith. I am devoted. I understand that forgiveness frees me. Wow. And the reason why I had to look closer to read it is because this is what the struggle is. Okay. The feminine struggle sometimes to understand that forgiveness frees you. Okay, you may think you're holding on to the pain for them, but when you need to forgive and you're holding on to pain and resentment, it's like holding a burning hot coal in your hands. It only burns you. And eventually, all the toxins from that will go into your bloodstream and it will cause dis-ease in the body, disease. That's what causes, pain and suffering and struggle. So understand that forgiveness frees me. So this is where you are, and your masculine today is saying, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, you didn't deserve that. So forgiveness has to come in, not needs to come in, has to come in to bring in union. I radiate my peace outwards. So be in the energy of peace today and feel at peace with your life and have faith. I have faith. And if you don't feel you've got faith, when you use the affirmation, I have faith, it will come into you. And I am devoted. So you're both devoted to this journey. That's why you're coming up as the Two of Flames, both twins devoted to the journey. And we've got stepped pyramid of Sakwara. The soul is eternal. I accept cyclic rejuvenation. Wow. So this cycle has been renewed. You know, you are eternal flames, you are eternal love. This is eternal. It's not just a fleeting moment, it's eternal. You and your twin come together for eternity, and you will be together for eternity. So remember this truth. You are an infinite being of light. You are infinite, endless, eternal. So understand the cycles of your life and moving you forward. Remember, you have to live the chapters, not skip to the end. I hope that helps. Have a great day. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.